Most people think retirement happiness is all about money. I've seen retirees with $10 million feel miserable, and others with just $500,000 wake up genuinely excited every single day. My name is Chris McClure, and I've been working with families for 31 years. And over that time, I've had the privilege of working with more than 300 retirees. And after 3 decades of helping people through this transition, I've cracked the code on what actually makes retirement happy. So that's what we're diving into today, the 7 things the happiest retirees do really well. And these aren't theories, these aren't fake, these are real world patterns that I've seen in people who've made the transition successfully. And if you're new here and this is the first time you've seen me, I share case studies and retirement strategies that you won't find anywhere else. So make sure to hit subscribe. It helps you stay on top of what I think really works in retirement. The first thing happy retirees do is they redefine success. During your career, success is easy to measure. Promotions, business growth, net worth. Those are things that are easy to measure. But once you retire, that scorecard, it doesn't work anymore. And if you keep measuring yourself against it, you're always going to feel like you're losing. You see, the happiest retirees, they create a new scorecard. For some, it's time with their family. For others, it's experiences that they collect or trips that they take, or maybe even health milestones. One of my clients, he was a high-flying tech executive, and so was she. And they spent 3 decades chasing quarterly numbers. They were chasing their quarterly report. When they retired, they changed their scorecard completely. It became, how many hikes did we do with our granddaughter this month? One time he told me, as he was tearing up, for the first time in 30 years, he said, I feel like I'm winning every quarter because I'm spending time with my granddaughter. You see, that shift from financial wins to life wins, it really separates happy retirees from the folks that are restless. The second thing is that they budget time, not just money. See, everyone plans their finances, they think about their stocks and bonds, they think about their will and trust, but very few people actually plan their days. But time, unlike money, it only flows one way, right? And that's that we lose it. So when you're working, your time is structured for you. Then one day it's gone. Everyone gets 168 hours a week, but without structure, we can lose those hours and they disappear. The happiest retirees, they plan their time as carefully as they planned their portfolios. And here's a number that shocked me recently. 85% or so of my happiest clients, I actually did a poll, average at least 3 core pursuits. Not 1, not 2, but actually 3. You see, I knew a retired couple in Florida who would literally sit down every single night and they'd write out their time budget for the week. Monday's tennis, Wednesday's book club, Friday's grandkids, Sunday's dinner with friends. And they told me it keeps them from drifting. It keeps them from losing track of time or sitting around watching The Price is Right. It gives them something to look forward to every week. And if you're watching this, try it for yourself. Make a Sunday time budget and see how different the week feels. If I made one for myself, it would just say, kids, soccer. The third thing happy retirees do is they protect their health like it's their most valuable asset. Because let's be real, your portfolio, it's your security, but your health, that's what really drives your success and your happiness. And the ones that I find are most successful in retirement, they all treat their health like it's part of their portfolio. They exercise, they try to eat well, it's not perfect. They go see the doctor. They don't really see it as a chore, they see it as buying freedom. And I've worked with a lot of interesting clients over the years. One of them sailed around the world. One of them takes luxury cruises. Another 85-year-old widow still skis in the Alps in Europe. Another one has a luxury RV that they travel all around America. And the thing that's common about them is that they all take very good care of their health. Like I said, it's not perfect, but they work hard at it so they can enjoy these experiences. One client told me flat out, my gym membership is the best investment I ever made. And he wasn't joking. He said being able to play golf or travel or run around with his grandkids was worth more than any investment return he'd ever seen. Now, I like to play golf, but I can't imagine playing every day, so you have to mix it up, right? And he was really right, because wealth without health, it isn't really what we want. It's not wealth at all. And the fourth habit is growth. You see, happy retirees, they keep learning. Retirement isn't the end, it's actually a reinvention. One of my clients picked up photography in his 60s. See, I've been in business for 30 years, and so now I have all these stories that last 10 or 15 years. One of my clients picked up photography in his 60s, as I mentioned, and by 70, he was selling prints at art fairs. Another decided to learn Italian. I think I like that one. I'm going to do that one. And now he spends part of every summer in Tuscany. And remember that millionaire that I mentioned at the beginning? Unfortunately, he's still really upset because he's missing this. He stopped growing, he stopped learning, and retirement felt like a dead end, and he was very bored and had nothing to do. If you contrast that with retirees who keep learning, I just found out that one of my favorite widow clients is actually going back to school. She went back to junior college to learn some things. And what I find is by learning, they're sharper, they're healthier, and they're far more connected socially. They don't really see retirement as closing a book, they see it as writing a brand new chapter. The fifth thing they do is that they nurture relationships because, loneliness is the silent killer in retirement. Unfortunately, I've seen people with plenty of money, they spiral downwards because they didn't connect, they didn't prioritize it. The folks that I find that enjoy retirement the most, they don't leave it to chance. They actually schedule family time. They join different groups. One of my favorite clients actually joined a bird watching group. And so they go out and check out birds every single week. They make new friends through their hobbies or volunteering. One widow that I know that I've worked with for 20 years or so said my bridge group saved my life. And she really wasn't exaggerating. Her financial plan was fine. It gave her plenty of security, but the people in her life, those are what gave her joy. The sixth habit is giving back. And I'll be honest, this one changed how I think about retirement myself. I suppose someday I'll be retired, and it doesn't have to be dramatic. Giving back doesn't mean like it's a full-time job. For some, it could be mentoring. For others, it could be on a nonprofit board. For some, it's just teaching their grandkids how to fish. One retiree I worked with set up a scholarship fund in her hometown. She told me, I have a lot of good investment years, but nothing compares to giving this away. Giving creates meaning, and purpose is one of the most powerful ingredients that you can have in retirement. And finally, the last one, the seventh thing they do is they balance security with freedom. They find the sweet spot. They have enough security to sleep well at night, but enough freedom to actually enjoy what they've built. They don't underspend out of fear. They don't overspend recklessly. They put frameworks in place. They have different buckets of money for different things, so they know that their money will last. And once they have that confidence, they can say yes to experiences without guilt. They can travel around the world. They can buy that luxury RV, or they can take that extra trip with their grandkids without feeling bad about it. And truth is, that's real freedom, in my opinion. So there you have it. Those are the 7 things the happiest retirees do well. Just recap these for you. They redefine success. They budget their time. They protect health. They keep learning. They nurture relationships. They give back. And they balance money with freedom. And it's funny. It's not just about the size of your portfolio. It's about how you live with it. If you're new here, make sure to hit subscribe. I share these retirement stories every single week. I think you might like them. I really enjoy making these videos, and I'd love to see you on the next one.